Well, the only thing worth watching was that finale. Yes, let's get into the Boys series finale. The only thing worth talking about, because the whole season was a heaping bag of shit. So let's just get into the series finale of The Boys. And honestly, I feel like this is the most satisfying, well-written, the best episode of the series. I feel like they knew what they wanted to do for the finale, but they were like, oh, we have to do a whole season. Let's just make shit up. And they did, and it was not all good. So the series finale is the only episode that's good. Spoilers ahead! I'll be talking about this whole series finale, explaining the bizarre ending and breaking it all down. So let's do it. It's pretty cool how this starts out. Everyone's doubting themselves. They feel like they lost. The boys are not in their right state of mind since they just buried Frenchie, because of last episode, that dickbag Homelander actually killed Frenchie, one of the great characters, and that was extremely sad. So going into this finale, I'm like, oh, I can't wait for Homelander to get taken out for good. Because Homelander had been wilding out the entire season. He always wilds out every season. But this season in particular, he was doing that straight up unforgivable stuff. Whether it's beating down his son, killing his team members, doing his father, Soldier Boy Dusty, making everyone he works with fear him, putting everyone in concentration camps who don't believe in Homelander being in the second coming of Jesus. That Homelander God storyline was just laughable, by the way, but I feel like they're like, this is the last season, bro. We don't care no more. Let's wrap this up. But Butcher sets them all straight. He's like, we have a goal in mind. We're going to go all the way. So, we are going to go all the way. Every one of our bloody cunts are going to see this all the way through. So, grow some bullocks. We're going to go see this through. And they do, after what they've been doing every episode of fighting countless soups with different weird-ass powers, by the way. Let's get that main objective done. So they raid the White House. They ruin Homelander's God, Overlord message to the world. They shut that down immediately because Homelander was losing it too. He was like, you know what? People who don't believe me, they will all die. And I'm going to cleanse this world of all those non-believers and garbage like that. And then Butchers is like, oi, hiya cunts. And finally, Ryan comes into play. Ryan's been useless his whole season. I remember when he was built up to be the only one who could take out Homelander, and that went nowhere. Even the virus storyline went nowhere. It was ridiculous. So Butcher whips out those alien tentacles, and he and Homelander throw down. With Ryan joining in, Butcher has a teammate. Thank goodness. This is going to help even the odds a bit. But the boys are set off in different groups. Like, it's Butcher going up against Homelander. You have Mother's Milk and Huey going up against Allfather. And then you have Starlight finally taking out the Deep. That was satisfying, bro. The Starlight versus the Deep. I'm like, yeah, go for it, girl. Get him. Take him out of here. We all been yearning for the Deep's death. He is not the peak. He is the cringe, if anything. And yeah, the Deep does go out. And the way he goes out was satisfying. I'm like, finally. He gets taken out by an octopus. That's tragic. One of the things he loved the most. Took him out in the end. Then Mother's Milk and Huey are taking out Allfather, and Allfather's death was lame, bro. He just gets taken out with an indestructible ball gag. Then we come back to Butcher versus Homelander, and yeah, finally Kamiko was struggling to use her Soldier Boy tit blast. I did enjoy that she saw a vision of Frenchie, and then Frenchie gave her the okay and the energy she needed to just finally unleash that blast and take Homelander's powers out. So, and also it was cool for the actor, the real life actor, to be like, all right, peace guys, I'm out. Butcher and Ryan are rocking Homelander, bro. They're beating the snot out of him. Homelander tries to escape a couple times with his flight, and to no avail. Everyone's just keeping him at bay, and finally they have him on the ground. Kamiko unleashes the tit blast, and yeah, Homelander gets his powers taken away, but along with Butcher and Ryan's powers, they all get taken away. But it's alright, because Butcher is he's hard. And Homelander is just a bitch with powers, so he gets taken out immediately. And when Homelander realized he's powerless and he's immortal, that was hilarious. Where he's trying to take off, he's trying to laser people. He can't do anything anymore. He's scared. He's whiny. He breaks down, and then Butcher opens a can of whoop ass and goes crazy on him. Like, you just feel every single flashback of every single season that's came across, everything Homelander's done wrong, and then you see everything Butcher went through. Just in every punch he gives him, you see visions of that. At least I did anyway. Homelander's beaten down, he's weak, he's about to get bodied, And that's one of the craziest aura losses I've seen a character have. He just turns into a straight up wimp. And I'm like, Butcher, you going for the kill blow. And Butcher did. He stabs him in his cranium, wiggles the crowbar while it's still in Homelander's head, and then makes his head pop while spraying his brains. That was indeed needed for Homelander's death. Homelander's been the embodiment of hell on Earth, and the way he went out was satisfying. Everyone's finally at peace. Extremely weak that Soldier Boy had no role in any of this season finale, bro. Like, Soldier Boy was a straight up clown this season. He deserved better. And the day is saved. Everyone's mortal. Everyone can go fight another day. I thought there would be more deaths. Well, it was just Frenchie who died, really. Who was like a core character of the show. But no, everyone's safe. And then finally, Butcher loses because his dog commits suicide because Homelander's dead. And yeah, as Butcher loses it, I forget that Butcher does some stuff that are messed up too. So he wants to unleash that soups virus, killing everyone, causing a super genocide for superheroes. He says, "Oi, superheroes are done." And then he's going to release it. And he's fighting Huey. Huey tries to stop him because his girlfriend's a Starlight. She's a soup. And Kamiko, that's his dear friend. She's a superhero. So, yeah, it's time to blow a cap in your ass. That's exactly what Huey does. And Butcher does die. That's a satisfying finale, too, for a character's end. Because Butcher does some crazy stuff. Not on Homelander level, by any means. But he does have done some sinister things. They bury him next to his wife. And the rest of the boys are at peace. Mother's Milk gets married to his ex-wife. Huey and Annie have a kid, and Starlight still fights crime while she's pregnant. That's not good. That's stupid. Why are you doing that, Hollywood? In the end, guys, that was the best episode of the season, the best episode of the series. That was just a great series finale for the boys. Everything was worthy. It was satisfying. Everything that needed to happen happened. I couldn't ask for a better finale for this show, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. But also, those questions that people will be asking about this finale, like,
why was Ryan's powers taken away? Even though he's the first natural born soup, that shouldn't happen. Why is Starlight fighting if she's pregnant? Why? Why did the Deep go out with an octopus? Why?
Honestly, guys, this show's over. It doesn't matter anymore. Everything wrapped up the way it needed to. These other plot lines that are not going to get solved at any time soon. Don't worry about it. What did you guys think of the boys finale? Let me know down below. As right now, I'm Jesse. Keep it locked, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.